Well, it's week 6 of the LCS with coverage brought to you by Prize Picks. I'm joined right now by Blaber to talk a little bit about that match against Team Liquid just now. It did go to 3 games, but unfortunately not the way I think you guys probably wanted it to go. So yesterday I was talking to some industry insiders who I guess are familiar with scrims and all that stuff, and I'd heard you guys are just like the very dominant scrim partner in the LCS, and so a lot of people were predicting you guys to win. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. What do you think led to the disconnect?
I think we didn't play that bad today. I think game 1 we were honestly outplaying them a bit. Obviously they were doing well too, but we ended up just winning a team fight and winning the game, I guess.
Yeah.
API was just hinting, I guess. But game 2 was just it's kind of like a oopsie, and then game 3 I think it was just our team comp was just really hard to play. And I think to be honest, playing against TL, maybe playing tank versus tank is not the best idea in the jungle role.
That's so funny because APA made that same reference. He's like, I'm really surprised that the jungle picks and bans went the way they did.
Yeah, but we were having a lot of success. I mean, we've been having a lot of success in general. So we were having a lot of success playing Sejuani. So I didn't really care that it was TL or Umti's good at it or something, because I was confident that I could play it. But I think that, it didn't work out well for us.
Yeah. So where do you think you stand right now with them? Do you think that they are a cut above you guys? Are they on the same level? Are you guys better, but they just got lucky today?
I definitely don't think we're better than them, but I also don't think that we're worse than them.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost today, so we're worse than them for now.
Sure.
But at least for us, in practice, we do pretty good against them. And I think honestly, if we just play a bit better and maybe play more to our strengths, and not as much into their strengths, maybe the series next time will look different. But I'm hoping we get a rematch against them in playoffs.
Yeah. Are you how much did this match mean for you? Because it meant a lot, I feel for a lot of people. The audience was packed and it was crazy. I think viewership was really good. A lot of people liked the idea that you guys were both undefeated, but in some sense, maybe it doesn't matter so much because it doesn't really impact your playoffs. I don't know how much it mattered to you.
I mean, I think this match is really important, regardless of if it's a regular season game or not. I think if we 2-0 today, we would have just locked first place.
Yeah.
Which is quite important because then, you won't have to play TL or Fly.
Sure.
They'll play each other. But, regardless, I don't think we care, who we play in playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think it was more if we win today, it's going to be good for confidence.
Yeah.
And I guess we lost now, but now we know what to work on. So it's a win slash win, I guess, after losing.
The loss is a win-win.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, so I'm glad that you guys have that kind of perspective on it, especially because, I'm sure it matters in terms of format stuff. I will say when we walked out of the studio, Shopify was beating FlyQuest. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I saw a little bit of the game, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
I don't know where we're at now. I mean, maybe FlyQuest came back or whatever, but it does seem like that's what's going on. Do you think, are there, because everybody's been so focused on you guys, Team Liquid, and FlyQuest, are there other teams that people, the public, should be focusing on, or they just are letting the scores distract them from maybe some of these teams being really good?
I think that Shopify and 100, after making changes, have definitely significantly improved.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's very likely that any of the teams will be able to contest us, TL or Fly.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll play bad on the day and they'll upset us and one of us will miss Worlds. But I do think that right now, at least based on practice, it still feels to me a 3-team practice environment at least. But I do think Shopify and 100 are a lot better. Now when we scrim them, Shopify has always been fine, I guess, even with Tomio. But now that when we scrim 100, they're actually playing the game, I guess.
Okay.
Before before it was a 6-0 stomp.
Sure.
So
they've actually leveled up.
Yeah, they've gotten a bit better.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What is your mindset going into this final week coming up? Because it's kind of a weird situation where because of where the scores are, I'm sure that next week maybe doesn't feel that important. But I don't know if you have anything you're trying to get into place before playoffs.
I mean, I think next week is important, no matter regardless of the placements or whatever. I think we lost to both Fly and TL last split, and just being able to beat one of them, I guess, in the regular season would definitely feel a lot better. I mean, I'm obviously not happy we lost today, but I do feel like last play when we played TL, we kind of just got rolled over.
Yeah.
Didn't really fight back. Like, we weren't doing anything proactive. I felt like today we were, besides game 2 where we just lost, I felt like we were actually doing things. So it felt better to me, but still have improvements that we need to make. And I think that we can beat FlyQuest next week, and hopefully we can beat both of them in the playoffs.
I think it's been something like 3 to 4 months since you've had a stage game with FlyQuest.
Yeah.
Is it strange to face off against them, or does it not? Do you not sense that at all because you're scrimming them frequently?
Yeah, it's not that strange to us, I feel like, because
Somebody's excited.
Yeah, in
It's APA leaving.
for us right now, we just try to scrim TL and Fly as much as possible. So we've probably played Fly a lot. Like this week, I think we had 3 scrim days, and even though we play them next week, or 5 scrim days this week, even though we play them next week, we still scrim them twice, and we had a night block versus them.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's atypical, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people usually try to give themselves a couple of weeks.
yeah, I think like everyone, or at least we all recognize that it's just the best practice for us.
Yeah.
Like for our team, I guess for them too, because they're booking the scrims.
Right, yes.
So I just feel like everyone's just trying to focus on getting the best practice rather than like, I guess like blacklisting teams.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based off of those scrims, how confident are you going into next week?
I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
I think like we can be better than them. I think they can be better than us. I think FlyQuest plays a bit more similar to us. Like at least we are more, I guess, towards farming junglers. So are they, and TL is more towards the tank junglers, I would say.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play FlyQuest next week. I'm just happy to like play. Like even today, like game 1 felt really, really exciting to me to play. Like it just feels like the games are more fun to play when they're, I guess, harder.
What was it like for the having that audience? Because they were crazy. I feel.
Oh,
like.
we could like after every kill, I could hear them like when what's it called? Ezreal got a triple kill in game 2. I couldn't even talk about what I was gonna do next. I mean, I could, but like
Yeah.
they're so loud. Like I can hear them through my headset. So
Was that hype or is it annoying in those moments?
I mean, it happens when you're making good plays and it happens when you're making bad plays. So
Yeah.
you try your best to tune out because like even after you die or make a misplay or you do something good,
Yeah.
still you have to, like the game's not over,
Yes,
you know? Like
yeah.
I still need to plan what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah.
Or my teammates have to plan where they're gonna go, what we're gonna do. So we try not to focus on too much.
Yeah.
But you can definitely hear it.
Do you think it impacts you at all from like a energy or hype perspective where like, because obviously when you're scrimming or when you're in here and there's like the audience is half full, I'm sure you get a kill and like you don't really sense it.
Yeah.
This like it must have some sort of
Yeah.
visceral reaction for you, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when we were playing in the face-off area before, like
The closet.
yeah, the the closet, when we would like win a game,
Yeah.
it would be like you can't hear the audience.
Yeah.
Right. So like even if it's like a super intense game, you win, you're like hyped, you're like yeah.
Yeah.
And then you take off your headsets like oh.
Yeah.
That's you know. Whereas like today after we won game 1, like we were super hyped because it was a close match, right? And it always
Yeah.
feels better to win close matches than stomps.
Right.
So we were like feeling good about game 1, and you know after you take out headsets, you hear the crowd, you feel more excited about
Yeah.
it. So yeah, I mean it felt good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there, especially as we head into the final week and playoffs?
Yeah, thanks for supporting us. I know today didn't go the way probably all C9 fans were wanting, but I think that we can definitely beat TL and FlyQuest going into playoffs. So keep cheering for us.
Looking forward to next weekend's match.
Yeah.
For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Oh, this player is so much better than this player. Oh, this player sucks. You know what? Prove it. Prove it and put a little bit of money on the line by playing Prize Picks. That's right. Go submit your lineup after you sign up for an account using the link below or with code Travis. There's a fun little promo that we have that's for all of you who decide to sign up. But once you do, you can actually build your lineup every week for things like League of Legends, not just LCS, but also LCK or LEC. You can also play Val, you can play, I don't know, there's Olympic stuff going on right now over there. Either way, it's really cool. They're a great sponsor of the channel. They make it so that I can do a lot of the stuff. We're trying to do some more cool things with them in the future. So if you sign up, it would be very much appreciated. Make that first time deposit. It's a great way to support the channel. Thank you so much to Prize Picks for sponsoring my content.